Hi, my name is Jim. I have a dream job, healing the world with zero-point energy products from Amega, no pain. I'm doing a series of videos with testimonials for the products. This one is about the wand and a dog. It is from a nurse. Here is what she said. It was a sad moment when I looked out the window after hearing excitement on the street in front of the house. There was my neighbor's tiny dog, lying motionless in the middle of the road, after having been hit by a car. My neighbor ran out, and scooped the little fella up in her arms, and when I met her in her yard, she proclaimed him to be gone. As a former nurse, it didn't take me long to note the half-closed eyes with the glazed and empty look, his bleeding eye, the tongue drooping, and no sign of breathing, no limb movement, nothing. Nevertheless, I had my wand and of course immediately set to work, wanding the respective areas of the weed guy that could have been involved in the trauma. By the time I started this, he had not been breathing for at least a minute and a half. I persisted, and after 3 or 4 minutes further, there was a flicker in his one eye. Still no other movement. I sat down with him stretched out on my knees, and continued to wand furiously. I then noticed tiny movement in his lower abdomen, a sign of weak respirations. I simply kept at it, head, heart, lung area, neck. He soon opened his eyes, and took a deep sigh, which could have been a last gasp, but by golly, it was a new beginning. He began to breathe deeper, and then began to cry. He still hadn't moved a limb. I was worried that perhaps I had resuscitated a quadriplegic. I helped wrap him tightly in a towel, to keep the spine from moving too much as the family roared off to the vet to make sure the dog had no internal injuries or skull fracture. There, attempts to encourage him to stand, failed until the last try, when the pup got up, and walked to my neighbor. Although exhausted, and prone to deep napping, the dog came home, and has been perfectly fine ever since. I have wanded him on subsequent days, just to be sure, but he is truly intact and very much alive. The dog goes nuts when he sees me now. He knows something. The neighbors and the vet are quite awestruck, but not me. I love my wand. I love hearing these stories about the amazing things the wand is doing for people and animals. Our mission is to heal the world.